And like you look at some of what they've done, it still has an interconnectivity. Like you look at the Shazam movie, it's clearly taking place in the same universe as Justice League and Batman v Superman and Man of Steel. You know, they outright, you know, have that Superman show up at the end. Even though you don't see Cavill's head, I mean, it's clearly that Superman.
That's a great moment in the movie.
It is a great moment. But like, it's a very, very good superhero movie. Like Shazam is again like I got passed over because people were like, "Fuck DC," but it's a really good movie.
I know.
Like even if you knew nothing about Shazam, which you didn't, like you were like, "Shazam, what the fuck?"
Just a fucking show from the 70s.
Yeah, and you thoroughly enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what
it was big-esque, you know.
Yeah.
But look who played it, you know. Look who played him. I mean,
yeah,
he's fantastic. Period. So I mean,
yeah,
it was a great film.
Yeah, so I mean,
want
like
more from that. That was better than a lot of the shit that's been on the TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was well done.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, and we're gonna find that out, like, you know, when DC fandom. Hello, Ahsoka. When DC fandom comes out in I guess mid-August.
Yeah.
They're gonna, you know, we're gonna hear all about what their plans are and.
Yeah.
Seriously, I mean, apparently, you know, we're finally going to get some information about Black Adam finally being made.
Huh?
Apparently, The Rock says we're finally going to get some information about Black Adam.
Yeah.
I mean, that's only been sitting in development hell for 5 years. Yeah.
Do you think, now, I mean, from a DC guy, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe you've answered this for me before, I don't remember. But who is stronger? Shazam or Supes?
Technically, Supes is, but Shazam can give him a fight because Superman has, like, one of his weaknesses is magic.
You told me this before.
Yeah. And
that's okay.
And Shazam's
for the audience.
And Shazam's power are derived from magic.
Okay.
So like Black Adam and Shazam can give him a fight because of that.
Okay.
Yeah,
like they're still stronger.
Yeah, but like their punches hurt. Like unlike other people, like when he gets punched by one of those guys, like he like feels it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Why? Because of the magic aspect?
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
So the gods can hurt Superman.
Only if their power is
like
derived
Zeus.
from magic. Yeah. Yeah. Like if that was something that they incorporated in the DC universe, then yes, you know, if your power is derived from magic, then you could hurt Superman.
Okay.
Like, I mean, it's a bad example, but Constantine could give Superman a fight if he wanted to.
Yeah?
He would still lose. But because Constantine is a wizard, he's a warlock.
Yeah.
You know, he could technically cast spells that would hurt Superman.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why is he weak? Why is that his weakness?
It's like one of those things that they just wrote into the character years ago. Like, I don't know why. Like, yeah, it's like they had to, like, you know. Well,
it's probably like a Superman Merlin episode.
Yeah, it had to have been something like that. Like, I don't know why that is, but it's like one of those weird things that it's like he's impervious to everything except for kryptonite and magic.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's like back in the day too. Like it used to be like the Green Lantern. Like everybody, like the weakness of the power ring was if it was something that was yellow, it had no effect on it.
Yeah.
But then there was also like a time where like if it was something made of wood, the power ring couldn't affect it. And so like the like Green Lantern's biggest like threat was like a number 2 pencil.
Yeah.
You know, like if you threw a number 2 pencil at Hal Jordan, he could not stop it. You know,
Right.
it was
Isn't
the
that crazy?
deadliest weapon. So, like, there's always like they always had like these weird, like especially for like the super like powerful characters. There's always like these oddball like weaknesses because like in the 50s that's just kind of how they had to write it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure at some point like in the 50s they probably had like a crossover with Superman and Shazam, and it's like, well, how do we make this a fight? And oh well, Superman has a problem with magic.
Yeah.
Genius, you know, and it's kind of carried over ever since.
What's Aquaman's weakness?
I think his biggest weakness would be like Arizona.
Deadliest catch.
Yeah, deadliest catch. Pop can rings.
Yeah.
Six pack holders.
Republicans. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Garbage
Non-environmentalists.
Yeah.
Oil spills.
Yeah. Like the problem with Aquaman was always like, I mean, and you know, and rightfully so, was like for years upon years like the character was written in a way that like unless he was near a body of water, he was fucking useless.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Even then, he had to be in the body of water, and so did you. Like, you know, how can like Aquaman help? Well, I could. I mean, call a school of piranha. You know, yeah. That was like the shit he could do. You know, they clearly for the movies they had to like pump him up a great deal.
He was like the fish in Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
carried him around in an aquarium.
Yeah. Like remember like in the Super Friends, like he would like show up like Green Lantern would have like in like a bubble that they'd like carry him around in and like drop him in some water. You know.
Yeah.
Every fight had to take place near a lake.
Yeah.
So I mean, he was pretty much like a useless character except for when he was in water. But they had to change that, and I mean, and they've changed the character over the years, to change that perception. Like Jeff Johns did a really good job of that, but it's still at the same time it was like that was just a perception of him, because for years that's what he was.
Right. Just get him near a lake.
Yeah.
Let him ride the bass in.
Yeah. The Legion of Doom are taking over Las Vegas. Aquaman, we think you should stay here and man the computer.
Aquaman, stay at the MGM. There's a pool.
Yeah. There's a koi pond we think you can summon some friends from.
Right.
Oh my.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, I mean, so that's. I think it's going back to our original point. I think it's interesting that Keaton's coming back. Like I'm intrigued enough to see what they're going to do with him. Like I don't know if I'm going to see him in a bat suit. I kind of hope I don't, in a way.
Yeah.
Like I'd much rather see him play a broken Bruce Wayne than like a still active Batman.
I would.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would be more interesting, but like I just don't know what they're gonna do with the character, and I hope it's something good because like I really was psyched for Jeffrey Dean Morgan as a Thomas Wayne Batman. Like I thought that was gonna be phenomenal.
I just want him to be the Vulture. I don't care about anything else. I just want the man to still be the Vulture.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this 6 movie for a long time.
Yeah.
And I just want him to remain the Vulture for now. Because he's a good Vulture.
Yeah.
and they've changed the character up from the comics, and which they had to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
you couldn't have the Vulture from the
if they busted
66
that out,
cartoon.
yeah, if they busted that out, it should be something in Scooby Doo.
You know what though? There's not a doubt in my mind that Sam Raimi would have done that Vulture.
I'm sure he would have.
Like when they were gonna do Spider-Man 4, when that was still a go, and they got Ben Kingsley, like that was gonna be who was gonna play the Vulture. Like there's not a doubt in my mind that's the suit and everything that they were gonna go with.
Yeah.
That was gonna that Sam Raimi was gonna go with a 1966 version of the Vulture. You know?
I'm sure he would have. But
and it would have been amazing. But you're right. Like today, like it doesn't work.
I do like this Vulture though.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the concept. It fit in with the timelines, and you know what I mean. Like it made sense.
Yeah.
The alien tech and all this kind of crap, and
yeah.
Michael Keaton saying "fuck you," you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it was cool. I mean, it made sense. Blue collar, working man, getting it done, getting fucked, getting back at him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I understand it. I mean,
yeah, like what makes a great villain? Well, a villain you can empathize with. Like you can kind of say in a way, like, man, Keaton's character was right.
Oh, I know.
I could see that. Like,
it was one of the best. It was one of the best Marvel villains that they came out with.
Oh, exactly.
For sure.
Yeah. Wholeheartedly
almost equal to Ultron.
Yeah.
To me, Ultron could have been a lot better. They could have made Ultron a beast.
Yeah.
They didn't. I mean, he was still cool, but he wasn't. I mean, and you had Spader playing him. I mean, you had the recipe for pure magic.
Yeah.
But I mean, Vulture was pretty. I mean, he was pretty good. You love the dude.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody likes fucking Michael Keaton.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I wonder how Marvel feels about this.
What's that?
Him coming to DC to do Batman again.
I mean, Keaton's free to do whatever he wants. He's never signed a contract.
I'm sure he is. That I don't know though. I don't. A lot of times they sign those guys to like long-term deals. Like, so I don't know if he had like a one-picture deal with them.
Yeah, but I don't know
if
he signed a deal saying that he can never do a DC movie.
Right, but most of the time they don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't see a lot of guys crossing over from one brand to the other.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody.
Joss Whedon.
Yeah, he's the only one, and even that got shit canned.
Yeah.
But so it's like one of those things where like I do wonder how Marvel feels about that. Like I get like Spider-Man's a Sony movie still, and that's why he's appearing in that Morbius movie.
Oh,
and everything is involved with that. But at the same time, I wonder how they're like, fucking Keaton's doing what? He's dead to us.
I hope not.
I hope not too. I mean, why begrudge a guy for making some money?
Yeah, it's almost like I kind of like I get pissed off at the Spider-Man series because like they keep fucking teasing the big one. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they've introduced Vulture, they've introduced Scorpion. You know what I'm saying? They've introduced the Tinker. They've introduced
Shocker.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they've introduced these characters, and it's like, okay, let's get our Doc Ock and let's ready to go. All you need is Doc Ock.
That's gonna be so hard to do.
They'll figure something out. Somebody will play him well. They're not gonna put some Yahoo in Doc Ock's position.
I understand that, but I mean, like, to me, Spider-Man 2 is still one of the best comic book movies that's ever been made.
It is a very good Spider-Man movie. I mean, it's a very good comic book movie. I agree.
Yeah. Like, and Alfred Molina just like knocked that shit out of the park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could say whatever you want to about Sam Raimi and like his take on the Spider-Man character because he took it from the Silver Age. That was his take on it. But man,
Right.
that version of Doc